looking bigger than the other, obviously. You see,
or one is lower than the other. The one that is trending is, why can it never be equal?
But normally now things are not equal in your
that's not what I'm talking about. Don't try to sugarcoat what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that all of you that are doing BBL and your BBL is not BBL, why is your nyash like this? Why is your hip like
I think it's gravity. I think we can say
only gravity.
She had a labia sliced so that it will look smaller, and she also had a vagina sewn to make the vagina hole itself. You know, there's two holes. One where your urine is coming out of, and the other one where blood and every other vaginal fluid comes out of. She made sure that they tighten it, and they did not just tighten it like from the outside. We are sewing it to be small, even from the inside.
Why? They're called what? Say it now.
Should I say it? They know it. Don't worry.
Say it.
They're called
Pata will do. They're called what now?
Cocksucking lips.
How? Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Deep Talks, Thinkable Thoughts. I'm your host Adoni, and with me is my lovely co-host
Valerie.
Valerie, how are you doing? She's always smiling. This particular part, you're always smiling. How are you, Valerie?
Fine.
How was your day today?
My day was fine.
You're sure?
How about your day?
My day was okay.
Come on.
Okay guys, on today's episode, we'll be talking about body modification in today's world. And what body modification in today's world is massive, baby.
Yeah, it's a lot to
quite
unpack.
massive. And I think first of all, we'll just like define what modification is. Modification in simple terms is like an alteration of something in your body.
Yeah.
It could be your hair, your nails, tattoos, piercing, and I think that's what it used to be back in the days. Back in the days, it was just like dyeing of hair. They have these traditional tattoos. Then they also have expanding of like certain parts of their body, like
we have what tribal marks.
Yes, tribal marks. Yes.
We also have those those tiny cuts most people have, and then they use it to make designs. Like
yes, I think
when they had
tattoo, right?
I don't know. You know, they used to say that when they were sick, something like that.
Like
they will now cut, I don't know what
they
it's called. They will now cut tiny parts of their body, and then they grow up to an extent where they now think that they can use tattoos to cover it or just make it more beautiful. I think that was what body modification used to.
And modification itself can be like it might not just be alteration, it can also be mutilation.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yes, it can also be mutilation, because I feel like the one in today's world, the modification that you're calling body modification, is not just alteration. Some people, mutilation is a part of it.
Okay, I agree.
Okay,
because some people are doing the most, and some people are doing very extreme things to their body. So in that case, we can call it
mutilation. Yes. So in today's world, what type of body alterations or body modifications do you think that there is? Like, not do you think that you know of? Let's explore it. Let's explore the types.
BBL.
What's the meaning of BBL?
I don't know. Breast bum like.
I
don't know what's BBL.
Even me, I don't know it. BBL.
No, I just know that BBL has to do with you put the tummy inside, you bring the nyash outside. Sometimes you do the breast.
I don't think it's exactly that. It's
because liposuction is
fat
transfer and taking fat from. Most people if you hear lipo, they're taking fat from their tummy and then they're putting it in their body. And so it makes them like this. I've not seen one when somebody say liposuction is just to remove the fat. They must remove it and put it somewhere.
It's actually
I feel like the BBL encompasses all of that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that anybody who's talking about BBL is talking about doing the whole 9 yards. The boobs, the belly, I think we should have researched what BBL is before we became on the show. Anyway,
we can talk about it because people know what BBL is.
Yeah, people know what we're talking about.
People know what BBL is.
So BBL is the number one cringe-worthy modification I have seen.
Just anyway, BBL? You think?
Wait, it's number one cringe-worthy. Okay. Because some BBLs these days, they are not BBLing. So that's that. We have lip fillers.
Yes, lip fillers.
That one is a trend that needs to die in 2024. Like, it's all over the place. Everybody is just having lip that is not proportionate to what their face is supposed to be.
Okay.
You know, there was a time that people, apart from lip fillers, there was a time that people used to, I don't know if they still do it, they'll tattoo red ink on their lip. We can call that modification, right?
That's part of modification. It's being done in today's world. People literally are going to what I would call extremes or weird levels, because I'll say it's for me, because a lot of people, what they consider weird and extreme is very relative in this world.
Yeah.
And as much as we know that certain things are actually extreme, but this generation, we don't like to call things as they are. We're not straightforward. So far the thing is benefiting us, we'll just say that it is like that.
Yeah.
People go as far as even making permanent tattoos. I don't know if you are aware, but people tint their lips. It's just like tattooing.
I've seen it.
The needles are going in there with colors and everything. They even do the blush, they do the contour. Yes, they do.
Plus blush.
Yes, they do the blush, they do the contour, the thing that makeup would usually do. They just want to have a permanent face.
That's a lot.
You feel like it's a lot, but they'll tell you that isn't it the same as also tattooing your brows or microblading your brows?
I know, but I think that there are levels to these things. Microblading or tattooing your brow it feels minimal to me. Blush.
But the reason I said, you see, it's relative.
It's relative.
Because someone will tell you that, okay, you're doing your brows, why can't I tattoo my lips? Why can't I tattoo my blush or make a contour? A natural looking contour is what they call it. So the color that in your skin, I feel like it's extreme. So far makeup can do it, I feel like that's enough.
There's this video I saw recently. We would have to insert it here. So the caption of the video was something like, when you're tired of lining your lips, and then the girl legit used black ink, like tattoo, to do lips. It looked so stupid. Jesus. When I saw that, I was like, ew.
Are you sure it wasn't
Why would
fake?
somebody do that?
Because
So
it was not fake. Things for content these days.
It was not fake. Like, it was one straight line of ink. And I'm like,
she's just seeking attention. She got it either ways.
So body modification these days is a lot.
Okay.
Like, so much.
I feel like body modification, we said that it was existing back in the days. What it was, those days they were not doing breast augmentation or BBL.
No, people were doing breast reduction. Yes, breast reduction was a thing long before people started putting silicone in their breast.
Okay.
Yeah.
In these days, the extremes are one of the things that we want to explore in the conversation today.
Yeah.
And I feel like it also stems from celebs, popular people. For example, the former Fashion Police anchor, her name is Joan
Rivers.
Yes, Joan Rivers. We can see how much of a modification she has done in her lifetime before she died. And I feel like it stems from a place of complex. I don't know if I should call it inferiority complex, but these days body modification is not as serious as it used to be. It's just something of get it done. It's not a big deal.
I'm not even scared that
you can go under the knife. Before everybody's always like, oh, I'll go under the knife for what? People go through extremes. And someone like Joan Rivers, why I said body image, because the way you see yourself mentally, it says a whole lot about how you will feel about yourself. That woman is somebody that made sure she tried as much as possible to look young till she died. And I would say that she achieved it, but she achieved it with extreme measures because she did multiple surgeries. Hence why I said that in today's world, body modification is just like, get it done. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
People don't think twice. Even they don't even used to have the money. Valerie, you're talking like this. Have you seen people? They will go and borrow money for it. They even forget to borrow money for post-op care. You're saying that they will, even if they don't have money, they will do it. And seeing somebody that can do that, I feel like it's, in one way, it uplifts people that, okay, I can also do it. And people go as far as doing things that a lot of people are not even aware. There's different type of surgery. When I was having one of my clinical rotation in school, I was posted to the surgery department, and a patient was having a surgery done. Mind you, this woman did not have any physical problem. What was the surgery that she was doing? She had a labia cut. A labia is part of a vulva, and vulva encompasses your vagina, your clitoris, and all that. And she had a labia sliced so that it will look smaller. And she also had a vagina sewn to make the vagina hole itself. There's two holes. One where your urine is coming out of, and the other one where blood and every other vaginal fluid comes out of. She made sure that they tighten it. And they did not just tighten it like from the outside, we are sewing it to be small. even from the inside.
Why?
I understand that a lot of people, let's say after
Why?
childbirth, their vagina or their vulva stretches out, and some of them.
The vagina doesn't stretch out after childbirth. It's the muscles around it.
Yes, the muscle around it stretches out. Hence, why
The vagina can. First of all, you guys.
Okay, educate.
No, it's not like I'm educating anybody, but I need to say something here.
Yeah.
When people say that, she has given birth, husbands, you hear husbands say that their wife has given birth, so therefore the vagina is not as tiny as it used to be.
Yeah.
That's the most illiterate talk I've ever heard, because the vagina has the ability to contract
Expand and contract.
That is the vagina itself.
But
then the muscles around the vagina is something that, because it keeps, imagine a muscle that keeps doing this,
like when you want to pee, the urge out. Yes.
Yeah, imagine it. It gets weak.
During childbirth.
Not necessarily weak. It gets
stretched out.
It's stressed, yeah, and it's also stressed.
And
during childbirth, it is stressed. The whole process of contraction, pushing, and all of that, the muscles around it is stressed. So do not say this person's vagina is big, or this person's vagina is small, or this person's vagina is wide. I feel
that
it's the muscles around it.
Aside the muscle, Valerie, we have to be as realistic as possible. Certain people have bigger vaginas. Certain people have wider vagina. Certain men will consider as wide enough.
Yeah.
But that particular woman, would anybody after that women go through, or even people go through the extent she cut her labia? I need you to understand. Like, she trimmed it so that it looks, I don't know if it is porn that she's watching. Maybe it looks picture perfect.
Yeah,
porn that she's
certain
watching.
Type of
yes.
And like, ooh,
and everybody's vulva is not going to be the same. And that is why we are going to exploit. Aside that, you see people that are in position of power. I feel like celebrities are powerful these days.
Yes, they are.
Back in the days, I feel like maybe they were just popular. They didn't have so much power. Except those that are like, how will I put it? They are like proactive people in what is the name of? I've forgotten the term. People that speak up for people, like activists. Mm-hmm. Except they are activists, but these days they have power in them, in the sense that a lot of people want to mirror the celebs that they like.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do not have problem. Mind you, I in myself, I believe that I look beautiful, but every now and then I have days that I don't feel beautiful.
Everybody does.
Everybody feels to believe that everybody does. So certain people, that's why I said that it's a thing of body image. It's also a thing of self-esteem. So when they see that, it's just like people that get piercing. You know how the tendency of, if you start piercing your ears or part of your body, you just want to do more. For some people, just like tattoos, if you get one, you'll be ginger to do the next one. You'll be ginger to do the next.
True.
Body modification and cosmetic surgeries also work like this, and it is crazy, but people are not seeing the amount of damage it does on the long run, because it does the damage, and the damage is something that it lasts a lifetime.
Yeah.
For example, I think we all can see that, let's say 5 to 6 years back, if not more, Kim Kardashian was known for what? Aside her sex tape and sexual escapade and unnecessary, pornographic showing of her body and everything, she was known for what? Body modification, cosmetic surgery, making her what? A buttocks extremely huge. And I don't know.
Was it extremely huge?
It was.
Not just big.
It wasn't just big, Valerie. It wasn't, because I don't know if there was a time, I think I was in SS2 or SS3, break the internet happened, where her ass was out. That butt was huge for somebody with her body.
Yeah.
And this is a white woman we're talking about. I'm not saying that white women don't have big ass, by the way. You guys don't get offended. But like, black people's butt is usually bigger. Don't laugh, nah. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Wait, that's the way you said this. Please, we're not throwing any shade, but
that's the way it is. And imagine somebody like Kim Kardashian. A lot of people are now like, oh, she's like this. Girls want to be like her.
But is she white?
I don't know wherever it is that she's from. I'm just speaking of her as a person, and the body modification that she has done. She had her boob done. She had the Kardashians themselves. They had a whole lot of body modification, and in those times, you have to remember that they were pushing this family to our faces, and a lot of people were seeing this, and it was something that later got accepted as normal. Because now people went as far as, this wasn't just tummy talk. Before, it was tummy talk that was trendy. Now, before, it was also a big yash that you put silicone and everything. Nicki Minaj a lot of music artists, Nicki Minaj, Black China. These were people that did, and now 10 to how many years later,
They are removing.
they are removing a whole lot of them. All of them are they're taking it out.
I don't know, you know what's funny? In let's say 20, 30 years ago, the ideal body was a slim model. Right?
Yes, it was.
No ass, no boobs, just smallish. Then we moved from that. So in fact, if you were big as at the time, you were
not considered beautiful.
were not considered beautiful because the ideal body was pale skin.
So there's a beauty standard.
Yes, pale skin, not a lot of rounded ass, not a lot of boobs. It was like that. Then we moved from that to having a lot of people do BBL and having unequal lip size because this one vexes me. I need to say it again. You people's
Lip filler is the new trend.
And before now, did you know that if you had a big lip before now, it was something that they said, see your lips, that's
yes.
big.
I remember as a child when I was watching Sarah, there's this tape from it. I would always say that these girls, because they're all white girls, there was no black kid among them. I would do my lip like this.
So I can be smaller.
Yeah, so it looks smaller because that was what I saw as beautiful because that was what I always saw.
Yeah. You see people who have big nose, big lips, they used to be considered as
it's too much. That's what they call them.
Lippy. Philip.
But now you know what those lips are called?
But now a lot of people are doing
because
lip fillers. So it's funny how we go from this to this, back to this. Like people
Valerie, there's a name for those lips, so by the way. Should I tell you?
What?
They are called,
They're called what? Say it now.
Should I say it? They know it, don't worry.
Say it.
They're called
cocksucking lips. They're called what now?
Cocksucking lips.
How wow. Wonderful.
Yeah. So now it's a trend. Before it was like, get your lips out here, your lips makes you ugly, blah, blah, blah. But now your lips makes you...
I don't know if you remember... Do you remember the story of Sarah Batman? The lady who was... Yes,
I do.
She had big boobs and then... I said, yeah, big boobs.
Big ass.
And then she was classified as a freak because when they took her from... Freak shows. When they took her from her country, they took her to the... I don't know the country they took her to, so in order for me not to offend some people, let's say they took her to the West. If you are from the West, I'm sorry. But they took her there. And knowing the way Western people think in those days, they wanted to... They had... No, not shame her. They had the idea to experiment or to understand why people from the other sides, because I'm trying not to call countries or continents, were looking like that. So what they did was they were putting her on display. So she was termed as a freak for being like that. All of a sudden, years down the line, everybody wants to look like that.
I want to look like that and more.
Yes, everyone wants to look like
that.
Because these days you're scrolling through Instagram, you are seeing improper fraction worth of bodies all over the place.
And the funny thing is, when they get these bodies done, they don't even get it done with the right set of doctors or healthcare team because it fails. You just see, you see one butt looking bigger than the other. Obviously, you see,
or one is lower than the other. The one that is trending is why can it never be equal?
But normally now things are not equally.
That's not what I'm talking about. Don't try to sugarcoat what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that all of you that are doing BBL and your BBL is not BBL, why is your nash like this? Why is your hip?
I think it's gravity. I think we can
say only gravity. What I'm trying to say is we moved from that
a time where it wasn't to this,
and then we're moving back to like it's.
I feel like there's a rise.
Yes, I people not tired like. This body modification thing is a continuous trend that tomorrow you don't know what is going to be in vogue, right? Before now, big ass, big belly, I say big belly, big boobs, flat.
There was a time even big boobs were trending. People with big
now
boobs.
Now a lot of people are removing silicone. A lot of people are doing breast reduction. Yes. Even people that have big boobs naturally, they want to reduce their breast. Then the people like us that don't have now want to go and increase. Then the people who have big...
Why do you have to say people like us? What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my dear.
Nobody should look at my chest. Nobody.
But what I'm trying to say is that we want things that a lot of people already have that they don't have. So it's crazy.
I feel like it's a mental problem, and it's something that has to do with body image, like I stated before. Aside
I'm going
that,
to have all this talk I'm talking. I'm going to have tummy talk done in the future.
okay, you can do it. Like I said,
Yeah.
you see,
So,
these days it's not a big
it's not
deal.
like-
Before we talk about tummy talks, hey, you want
It's
to
not
start
like
kill yourself?
we're just sitting here,
Body
yeah,
modification is not something that is bad. Let's put that in the air.
Okay.
I feel like the extremes of it that is being explored in today's world is what is scary and triggering to the extent people will go. For example, in the LGBT community or queer community, you see trans people going far and wide of, getting their boobs done. That is the male that wants to be a female. They'll get their boobs done. They'll get their genitals changed.
Removed.
And that, I consider is mutilation.
Yes, I agree.
And
That's mutilation for me.
it never has truly worked out well. I have not seen a transgender that has changed completely without serious health issues that they are battling every single day. I have not seen till today. The one we have in Nigeria is Bob Risky. Bob has done his, he has done his boobs and he has got his hips done and everything. And Bob is I don't want to.
Did they really do those things?
Yes, he did.
Because
He
I
showed the
feel
body.
like Bobrisky's personnel outside is a fucking in my opinion.
He started as a charade or whatever. He first of all called himself a cross dresser, then turned himself his mommy of Lagos, blah blah blah. He's a girl. You have to,
Did you hear
you have
that
to
they
keep
said
calling
that
him her.
they said recently that when they arrested him and he went to court, the judge asked him if he was a woman. He said he's a man.
This like when you are in Rome, feel like a Roman. Nigeria doesn't accept anything.
That's why I
LGBT.
feel like what he does is just a facade. Like I don't think that.
But he showed us he went for surgeries.
I thought those things.
You cannot
I thought
lie.
those things are his.
No,
He's real.
He did it. You didn't see the
But
breast
this
before.
your breast
Before
is
he was wearing silicone chest and
I
everything.
didn't know.
But
That's
now,
why I thought I was
there's even a
thinking.
picture and video online.
No, see, I was thinking that those things are.
They're just
he
part
was just
of-
wearing, so it's just part of
Nah,
his.
nah.
Wow, kudos to you, my guy.
The extremes that
My
people
girl.
explore. Even in today's world now, like a few days ago, I spoke to someone that I know. She's an 18-year-old girl. She was telling me, "Oh, Grace, my friend had 5 cc's of lip filler." These are children.
Her friend.
Yes,
And she's
lip.
18.
We said lip fillers are trending. Even young adults now. Before they used to wait like maybe they are a particular age, then they'll have the full chest to want to do it. Now, even at 15, 16, 17, if some parents will let their children get it done, please. Why are you injecting anything in your lip? I said it has to do with
But you
body
don't even
image.
know if your lip will big later on.
It didn't actually melt. It melts. There was a video of a lady that I saw on TikTok, and she showed the journey of how she went to remove her lip fillers, and she had small lips, and within like 5 days, when she went to remove all the fillers and everything, her lips, she looked way better because it is always not proportional.
Yes, I agree.
Except to somebody that is extremely good, but like it's not always proportional. They always have extremely bloated looking lips and uneven.
Yes.
And it looks weird. But nobody's going to tell them weird. Everybody's going to say, "Go girl, yes, go boy, you can do it."
All those rotten liars in your life, cut them off.
And it seems like we're even just talking about women like Kim Kardashian, and I feel like these are people that
Men are
put it in
doing
lines.
it,
Men
oh.
are also
Men
doing
are
it.
doing hair transplant is also body modification.
Yes,
in my
it's also
opinion.
a part.
Because we just said in the beginning, we said that body modification is just alteration. So yes, we've talked about women who flogged women a lot, we flogged ourselves a lot, but men are also doing hair transplants. Men are also doing.
But not just men.
Men are
Both men and women.
also going to do some things to their.
Say it. Their what?
So their. Was
Their penis or genitals?
No, because genitals is the word. We cannot just say penis.
You mean their
Because
scrotum
they can
or
do
balls?
they can do to their balls. They can increase the
Yes,
size
they are.
of
Yes.
their penis. They can.
There's a silicone shape,
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
that
I've
you
seen
can
it.
put in there
I've
to
seen
make
a
it
lot
bigger.
of it, and it's crazy because a lot of people, when they want to talk about this issue, they tend to flog the women more.
Yes.
The men are doing things that you people are not aware of. Some penises out there is not real penis. Is there's something inside it that makes it like that.
Hey,
There's
wait.
something inside your balls or your scrotum that makes it
That
like
makes
that.
it like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Men also.
it's
do
not
a
like
whole
men
lot
are
of
not
body
like the kind of
modifications.
people that will do that and come and flaunt it, right?
Yes.
That's why you don't know that men do it too.
But
Yes, they
flaunt
might
this
flaunt
hair
their
transplant
no,
thing now.
and that one's flauntable now. Person will not get hair before all of a sudden can't get hair. Even if person no flaunt am, you can still ask questions. How did you do it? And then some of them say they did hair transplants are costing up to like 20K these days.
It's a lot of money.
Also, yes, we've talked about hair, we've talked about genitals, we've talked about boobs and that. Do you know that people are also doing their dentation?
Yes.
When I say dentation, please, you guys, I don't mean braces, because braces are just like corrections, right? People are doing what's the other one?
Veneers.
There are a lot of things.
And
that people do these days.
veneers is extreme because
I like
they
it, actually.
scrape the tangible part of your teeth. You like it, but
No, and it looks good. When I say I like it,
it
looks
looks
good.
fake. Wallahi, it doesn't look good. It looks fake. Nobody's teeth should be white. It looks fake as fuck. You scrape the better part of the teeth, then they add
They
add
mold the thing,
the
and then-
it doesn't last because you've taken even the bone that's supposed to make your teeth strong. When you enter 40, 50, 60, which teeth you're going
Some
to
of them
use?
look good. I like it when I see people and then they smile and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
that's
the
so
smile is fine. It's so
good.
white.
Yeah, because okay, like me, I've had braces done before. Like I had braces for like 2 years. You know me when I had braces, yeah. But that was just like my dentition was horrible. It was bad, so I had to do that. That in itself is also body modification, in my opinion,
Yes,
because
it is.
there's a particular set of teeth you came to the world with. Even if something happened, it falls
But it's
before.
correctional.
Well, it's no, see, because when you say that, there are lots of people that are doing body modification that is also correctional. What about people who, for example, their boobs are not the same and it's very obvious? It's not the one that we know generally that one of your breasts is bigger than the other one. That's not it. I have seen some that like one is really dropping naturally and then the other one is high up there, and then you just try and correct it.
Before I used to be of the mindset that body modification should just be for people that need it. But that was my mindset. But thank God for evolution. In the sense that I am now open-minded to understand that some people have certain things in their body that they want to get done. They can get it done.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that a lot of people are exploring extreme types of modification. Because surgery, every single surgery, no matter how invasive or non-invasive, has a tendency for complication. People don't know this. They'll tell you that, okay, the risk, maybe you just wait, that it's not so high. But
Yeah.
even the littlest type of body modification could land somebody in that grave.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, but I feel like in today's world, it is going too far. Ain't nothing cool about you tattooing your cheeks, or even painting your body with tattoo, making every part black,
Some tattoos are
or drawing somebody's face on your face. There's nothing cool about all these things.
No,
And a
some
lot of people
tattoos
want
are
to look
cool.
aesthetics. I'm not saying tattoos are not cool. I said extremes.
The
Valerie,
extreme one, okay.
there's nothing
The one you
cool
draw on
about
your face.
drawing. Would you draw somebody's face on your face? Would you draw a
Would I
man's
have
face?
any single tattoo? That's the
Okay,
question you
okay.
ask.
So
I don't
now that's
think
something
so.
like extremes.
I don't
Tattoos
have
are cool and
piercing.
all.
The fact is that I'm
You
scared
have
of
ear
just
piercing.
this. The fact is that I'm scared of things like that. But if I was not scared, best believe me, I might have done something. Just to pierce another hole in my ear is a problem for me mentally. I just feel like, why do you want to go through such pain? That's why I don't have it.
Somebody like me.
But then again,
I-
that's me. And a lot of people are like me who will think that because it's painful, I would want to do it.
Even me that I like it, I can. There's a level. I feel like if people have, how will I put it? What's the word? If people have like, okay, this is my limit.
Yeah.
A lot of people these days, there's no limit. And there's one thing with alteration or even modifications.
It's addictive.
Once you start to find problem where there isn't.
Yeah.
And then you see certain persons that you want to look alike with. Where am I even going? Khloe Kardashian. Did you see how much of a modification she did to herself? Aside the fact that the entire family did it, she even did a facial reconstruction that made her look very similar to her best friend. Yes,
That was-
I'm telling you
that
a lot
particular
of
thing
people
was
are they're
absurd.
going very, very far.
Yeah, it was
At
the
what
most absurd
point
thing
do
to-
we tell ourselves, okay, this is enough? I even feel like there should be regulations because these days everybody's doing anything and everything, and it doesn't
if they
make
can
sense.
afford it, why not?
Really, why not? Oh my
Maybe you
god!
go tell people how they want to spend their money now.
Not be me go tell, but at what point? Because I feel like there's something about them, the set of people that go to extreme measures. They just want to look perfect, and perfect doesn't even exist. Perfect doesn't exist. And this body image issue, I feel like a lot of people, we fail to even understand that as human beings, we will age. Aging is a part of our growth, a part of a natural process. What I look like at 10-year-old will not be what I look like at 18. What I look like in my 18 years of age will not be what I look like in 30. And as we get old, you see this body modification, as beautiful as it seems, and yes, everybody do what you want, it's not a big deal. The amount of these days, they're even making people that are old, that their natural aging process, they're making it seem like the 50-year-old is looking like 80 these days. Because you know what? The person that is 60 has already gone and done a facelift, neck lift, and everything lift to make her look like she's 30. And I'm not saying that it's wrong, but like, the problem is to cost long term. So it's going to have a lot of people feeling like they are not looking good for their age. What I look like in a particular age is not what I'll look like in the next age. And things will change in our bodies. Stuffs will sag. Cheek that is lifted will go down. Botox. Breast will go down. Even yash will go down. That's why they say that people that have very big boobs, butts, it affects their legs. And all these people, you wonder why these celebs that they were all huge before, hip here, hip there, that they are going to go and mount. They are not dismounting everything. They will not tell you. The funny thing is, they don't have when they are doing it, you see it. Oh, black girl, bad girl, baddie, blah 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 things. It has even gone as far now that in fact I feel like BBL in the movie industry is a criteria, or else you will not even see character, because you see everybody that you are seeing that is acting hip here, hip there.
Especially Nigerian.
It is
Nigerian
crazy.
Movie industry.
In America, it's the same. Yeah. In Nigeria, Lagos, oh my God, there's peer pressure around it. Because then it now seems like we're not good enough. We don't look good enough. Everybody feels like they need to get something done. Yes, body type. For the camera. And it's a big problem because it goes very far. You people don't know that you're putting money in the pockets of health workers. The people that are doing it for you, do you see them doing it? They are not doing it. Not only do you end up with physical problem, you also end up...
I'm coming. And people like Adoni will keep making money and making money.
Like, I feel like people should just have a limit. At this point in my head, I'm just kind of think like, if there could be like restrictions, like even in the health sector, even like if governments or different parts of the world could, because mutilation is happening. People are cutting genitals. You cut a penis to transform it to a vagina, and you wonder that you'll create a wound somewhere and it will not close. It is not a vagina naturally. It will never
There's
open.
one story I watched after the surgery. He had sepsis and it was a really bad one, and the guy died.
I've seen. So that's why I said that. Have you seen any transgender person, somebody that did a full transformation, like changed their entire body and their genitals? They always have long-term health problem. They're always treating it.
It's sad. It's really sad.
They are always treating it. Even the one with breast, the time that silicone was trending, I think you remove it every 10 years. Or maybe every 5 years.
Some of them will burst in the body.
Like, why? Why do we put ourselves through this? We are not supposed to even look perfect.
We shouldn't look perfect. There's nothing like
perfect, because even when they get to the Malaria, what's stopping them? They're still doing
They're still doing. In 5 years to come, there's something wrong with that particular surgery, and then you have to go and retouch it. It now feels like something that you just have to do. You know how you just have to feed your body, like you just have to eat.
That's why you hear girls saying, I'll get my tummy tuck done. That's why you say, my lip looks like, but I'm just gonna get fillers. It's not like we're going to the supermarket to buy bread.
Yeah. Botox too, we forgot to talk about Botox.
Yes, that's why I said facelift and all of those
common. You can get Botox done in this island as low as 1,000 naira. And I'm like, what? That's what you people are doing. You just go to one esthetician and just lay down there and they'll just inject you Botox and you just come out and you're feeling great. I'm like,
that's massive.
Wow. Maybe flex money I've been able to do, but really
I'm telling you,
just take collagen supplement, you'll be fine. Like,
it's not about money.
If you feel like you're aging, I have this mindset that when you get to 30 or you get to 35, there's some aspect of your face like you start having lines. That's because your muscles have worked for the whole of 30 years. Will it be the same?
It shouldn't.
It won't be the same. So just maybe collagen.
That's why I said, you see that it was stages by stages. We saw certain people that used to do it.
Yeah.
Now we have teenagers and even young adults believing that they need to modify things in their body. People that do not have problems. It's not like the eye is bent.
Yeah, your body's
or the nose is
it
broken.
looks like what God gave you.
Nose job back in the day used to be a big issue. Nowadays, you just go to Turkey, go to the UK, you just get it done, and you're ready.
Yeah.
And some of them, the thing doesn't look nice on them, but they just believe.
Some it looks really good.
Like
there's this Coco by Chloe. BBL is so good. Like every time I look at that BBL, I'm like, oh yes, this is so fine. But
and that's why a young Valerie of 17-year-old will also be aspiring to look like Coco by Chloe.
Yeah. It's true though.
Because you see, you're saying it's very good.
Yeah, it's fine because you see some. Please, producer, we need to add clips of some setting.
She's sharp.
Some setting modification that did not equal in the eyes. Then maybe we can still put some that are actually nice. Because we cannot just bash body modification like that.
I'm not bashing it. I
just feel like it's too much.
We need
like,
to point
I feel
out
like
the
when something is too much, it's too much.
People don't know that it's too much.
When something is too much, it's too much. Like, if you look weird, it's too much. If you look it's okay. If you had a legit reason. Some people get into a fight and then they blow their nose and their nose starts getting crooked and then they can have nose jobs done. That's okay. Or you don't like your nose and you get it done, that's okay. But the one that you're getting done and it's looking like this at the end of the day, that's a problem. Don't go about looking like improper fraction all over the place. You know what improper fraction is?
I know.
22/7.
Yeah.
So when some things are not proportionate in your body, and a lot of them, they know, and then when people call it out for them, they get agitated and they get angry and they say, I'm doing it for myself or my body, my rules, my body, my whatever.
Okay.
That's already a mental problem.
Okay, when the things start to have problem, so remember that it's yourself, your body that will also take care of it.
You're not going to go fund me. Oh, I did surgery.
Nah.
The shall deplete. So help me to. Nah.
I feel that if every individual can learn to love themselves, that's a starting point. Number two, because a lot of things is just accepted in social media these days. Everything is in the air. In as much as people are saying scroll past it doesn't mean that thing is still not in the air. Yes. Because you see it first before you scroll past it, even if you don't like it. And one way or the other, it's sticking. It has stuck. It's not going anywhere in today's world. Because now 15, 16, 17-year-olds, very soon even 10-year-olds will tell you, I want a lip filler, mom, my lip looks small. Or I want.
Also, a lot of people get bullied for the way they look. That's also a problem too. People should stop bullying people.
But this problem,
because no, I know that's not the solution. But a lot of people get bullied so much that they think that if I do this thing, I'll be accepted. That's also a problem. So this whole issue of body modification first is not even something that we can just say, oh, people are doing it and blah 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 blah. There are also reasons and there are some circumstances why people are doing
whatever the reason is. Know that there's a limit and know that certain things when you cross the limit, there is no going back. The damage you are dealing with it for life.
And you're beautiful and you're handsome.
The damage you are dealing with it for life.
Just want to chip that in. You're a very handsome person. You're a very beautiful person.
Honestly, if you can see it, and not every single one of us feel like we're beautiful every day. We do not feel beautiful every day. Sometimes I don't feel beautiful in the morning. Maybe it's in the night I feel beautiful.
Yeah, I'm beautiful every day.
You are? Okay.
Oh, yes.
But for people who understand what I'm saying, today that I don't feel beautiful doesn't determine the fact that I am beautiful or not.
Or because I'm not beautiful today. Or let's go and do my lip. I'm not. I don't feel like my bum is okay today. Or let's start planning.
Social media body standard.
Let's start planning. Let's start saving money to go for the surgery. No, just look at it.
They don't even used to save money. People used to say that. You say they are saving money for baby. They're not even saving money to do something tangible in their life. Which is not my business. People borrow money for body modification.
We've tried in this matter.
You have tried.
We've tried.
You think?
We have tried.
Stop doing extreme things to your body, baby. Oh my God.
You are beautiful. You are handsome the way you are. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that you believe that though.
Believe it. See, every time you don't feel beautiful, or every time you don't feel like your best, just remember that Valerie said that you're beautiful, and that's all you need.
Less extreme things, people, please.
That's all you need.
Modification is here to stay, as we are saying. No matter what we talk, we shout. We still
Yeah, we
do
shall
it.
do something.
Understand.
Understand
your limits.
Body talk,
Tummy talk.
tummy talk. I'm coming for you.
Okay, you could just have lipo on. You don't need a.
Don't tell me.
proper
Nobody go
invasive.
tell me what to do.
Sorry,
I will
not
talk
best.
his belly in.
No problem. Okay. I think this has brought us to the end of today's episode. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Let's Laundry Magusa. I'd like to thank our beautiful producer because she's always saying we don't appreciate her. Alima Jimshanti Abdulwahab, we appreciate you.
Sometimes.
We appreciate you.
Sometimes.
Guys, you can catch our videos on YouTube at Jimshanti Productions YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.